that's it. That's all I'm offering. Sitting in the house, I'm loading up the pump. I'm loading up the Uzi. I got a couple M16s, a couple 9s. I got a couple joints with some silencers on. I'm just loading up clips, a couple grenades. Got a missile launcher with a couple, missiles. I'm ready for war.
Hanging a fool on swagging a fool. That's how we do on swagging a fool.
Serving the news, giving all the tea.
It's real live in this WAC. Hanging a fool on swagging a fool. That's how we do on swagging a fool.
Serving the news, giving all the tea.
It's real live in this WAC. A straight fool, yeah, you know how we act. Real news coming straight from the swag. Every week giving y'all the tea. Yeah, John and G. Tell your peeps tune into the real. Then the news ain't real. Sit back, chillin', let's get cool. It's time to watch that Swac'N the fool. And we officially here. Another episode, another week. We got J-Max, we got GSPN, we got Al. So grab your shakers, grab your jerseys, grab your towels. Shout out to Dylan the Crazy Man on the track. We got Joe on the track. Hey, Jackson State, Grambling State, Alcorn State, Alabama A&M, Alabama State, Prairie A&M, Mississippi Valley, Texas, Southern Arkansas, Pine Bluff, Florida A&M, Bethune-Cookman. And don't think I ain't forget. We won't. I say, go. Shout out to the mighty Jaguars, man. We back. Swac'N the fool. We still swacking and acting. We swacking and we acting, yeah.
What's up?
What's going on, my brother?
I got my man with me. I got the man of the hour. I got Wild Wayne with me.
What's going on, G?
What's going on, bro?
Hey, man, we are living.
Hey, man, I want to start by saluting you, bro. I see you done started your podcast, bro. I see you got it going.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Tell people about it, man.
Yeah, so From the Hill podcast, we started it. We officially launched it 2 weeks ago. We've had 2 episodes. We have 5 of us in our group, and it was kind of funny because we had been kind of kicking it around, but I'll admit it was on me. I was the procrastinator. I was the one that needed to pull the trigger and make the move. So shout out to my group. Most of them are down in Mobile right now, having the party at the Gulf Coast Challenge, but just some people that graduated from A&M. We get on, we talk about current stuff within A&M sports. We have guests that come on. We keep it current, man. We for the people. And we definitely want to exploit a lot of our SWAC shows. Because we got a lot of good SWAC content out there. So big shout out to everybody that's doing big things in the SWAC. And we just hope to continue to carry on that legacy and do big things ourselves. So definitely love to have you on sometime too.
Yeah, got to. I love to be on, bro. I love to be on, man. Make sure y'all go support, like, share, subscribe to this channel. I want to start off by give my man AnthonyLawrenceCollection.com, the new HBCU flavor on IG. That's how I know. A lot of people see the apparel I wear. AnthonyLawrenceCollection.com. In my opinion, the best quality HBCU merch in America. So make sure y'all go follow at the new HBCU flavor on IG. But let's get it started. Let's get it started, man. We got some good games this week, Wayne.
Yes,
where do you want to get started at? Where you want to get started at?
Hey, man, first off, man, let's get into Southern and Valley.
Yeah, that's a big
one. So just kind of set this one up here. Valley, they took us down last week Thursday.
Talk about it. Let's start there. Let's talk about Valley taking that because I thought Valley wouldn't get a win this year, I tell you about it. I always root for Valley. I always root for Valley just because They're smaller. I always root for Valley. And
Yes.
they beat. I wasn't looking for that. So talk about that. And how was the morale at A&M? All that. Talk about all that.
Yeah. So first of all, the morale was not very good, as you might imagine. So with that game, I was a little scared going into it because Valley was coming off of a bye week, and we had just played Alabama State in the Classic, and so we played them, we lost. It was an emotional game. As many of you saw, it was close, and we didn't have that much of a turnaround. So some of the things that I was really afraid of with that game was the fact that we have not been stopping the run at all. And it was on display because Jelani Eason was torching us.
Yeah.
I went over this on our show the other night. They ran for 201 yards on us. And a lot of also things that killed us was we made some penalties, a lot of stupid penalties. I mean, we committed 9 penalties in that game. But Valley, they had a very solid plan. They were prepared. That's what you should do when you come off a bye week. And our group, we didn't really feel like this was going to be an easy win. A lot of our alumni, a lot of our fan base, they thought this was just going to be same old trip to Valley. Go ahead on, handle them, take care of business. So after we lost, everybody was just, well, they want to fire Maynard. They were like, well, how in the world can we lose to a team that was winless, not understanding the circumstances that were at hand? So big shout out to Valley, because I know that I've made a lot of jokes about them, all in good fun and good humor. But also I do root for Valley because they play hard. Everybody knows, limited budgets. They do what they can do. So big shout out to Valley. They played hard. They kicked our butts, man. I mean, they took advantage of every opportunity that they had afforded to them, and they put it to us, and they won. So, and they've got some good momentum riding into this game tomorrow at Southern.
Gonna be a big one. Now, and for me, Wayne, I hope they can come down to Baton Rouge and pull off the upset. I just hope they can come down and pull off the upset, because my co-host, he might jump off a bridge. The Southern fans, you think it was bad when A&M lost to Southern, the morale. These Southern fans are gonna go crazy. They already on edge. They already on edge. But I think Valley gonna come in and play hard. I think Valley gonna come in and play really, really, really hard. They got some confidence. Jelani Easton had a nice game. They got some confidence. I want to see if there's Southern team now that, I'm not gonna say they're out of it, but now that they're not leading or they don't control their own destiny, will they quit? Mm-hmm. Things like that happen. I want to see what kind of team comes out. It's a lot of things going on inside the Jaguar Nation right now. A lot of fans fussing, bickering back and forth. So it's a big game for a team that plays really hard like Valley. Now I wouldn't go as far as picking Valley, but I do think Valley comes in and plays hard.
Yeah, and I think that a lot of people, they think that they're treating Valley as like it's a trendy pick because Valley's coming off riding some momentum, and then Southern, they're coming into this thing kind of limping off of 2 losses. Mm-hmm. But one thing you have to look at, they played the 2 best teams in the SWAC on the road. Mm-hmm. So the game that they just played last week, as I was going through it, Southern, they struggled in the passing game again. McCray, he did run it for over 100, and he had a pretty lengthy rushing touchdown. Defensively, Southern played pretty solid for most part. And I think that the defensive tenacity that they have is still good enough. I mean, let's just make it very simple. Southern is the better team in this matchup, still. And if they do what they're supposed to do, if they be very sound, if they can just play solid defense, get something in the passing game, and then do what they normally do in the run, I think that they should be able to win this game. I actually picked Southern to win this game. I think that they're going to win this game pretty comfortably, actually. I think they're going to win this game 24-7. I don't think it will be a blowout of all blowouts. I think, as you said, Valley will compete. They will play very hard, but I think one thing that is going to be limited in this matchup for Valley is you can run the ball against weaker defenses, and I hate to say it, our defense has been giving up a lot of yards in the run, but I don't think that they're going to be able to run for 200 yards against Southern tomorrow. And in the passing game, they've been opportunistic in the passing game. So I think that they fight and they stay in the game into the second half, but I think ultimately it's going to be Southern. I got it 24-7.
Yeah, I'm about the same thing. I don't trust them being able to just run the ball down the Southern's throat. I don't see them doing that. And I think Jelani Easton going to get the start at quarterback. Jamari Jones, he hurt his knee. He's out. That's the
he's out for the year. Yeah,
he's out. He's done. Yeah, he's done for the year, Jamari Jones. But Jelani Easton brought him to a win last week. So, but I don't think they'll be able to. Southern has too many athletes on their front to be able to, unless it's just they're going to need turnovers, a special team score. They're going to need some help. So I got Southern 28-14 over Valley. It could get interesting for a while, but I think Southern going to pull away. I don't trust Valley being able to keep up scoring with Southern, even though Southern quarterback hasn't been scoring. I mean, it hasn't been great either.
No.
I'm still gonna roll with Southern.
Yeah. After I said Bashawn McCray might be the best quarterback that Jackson State will face, and I mean, if anything, wow. I wish I could go back and redo that. Since I said that, he hasn't played that well at all.
Yeah, he been down here. He had like 84 yards passing, one with 85 the next week. Ever since the second half of the Alcorn game, it's been shaky with Bashawn. Bashawn is great with his legs, but his passing he's leaving a little something to be desired.
And the other thing we have to consider too is that even though Southern's odds of winning the West, they still need a loss by Prairie View, and they need to win both of their games. It's still a possibility, and I think that they're still hungry to come out. But as you said, if Southern loses this game, I had made the fun on my predictions yesterday. I said Dooley would need the FBI, the National Guard. He need the Baton Rouge PD. They gonna need out of Mumford and say I said that man might go into witness protection. Until they're gonna be throwing
potatoes and everything. They're gonna be throwing potatoes and everything. Wait, they gonna. I'm telling you, they're gonna act a fool. The fan base is already kind of split. Some of them didn't want to hire Dooley, some of them did, and now some of them are blaming Dooley. Some of them like give him more. He only been there for a year. Then some of them are saying, well, he cut a lot of Oldham's players. Yep. He brought in all these transfers and made us believe we were gonna be good this year. And so they better win tomorrow for Dooley's sake. For Dooley's sake, they better win.
Absolutely. The story is still being told though. So hey. Win out, and take care of your business and see what happens.
Another big game this week, Wayne. FAMU and Alabama State.
Yes. Big
FAMU Alabama State. That's before before the year. I wouldn't have looked at that and thought it would be as big as it is.
No one would have. No one.
Yeah. I'm really. I got to give my hats off to Eddie Robinson and what he's building down there at Alabama State in his first year. I don't think they have in contention to win the SWAC or nothing, but they've really turned some heads. And you got FAMU who's steady as always. It's gonna be a great game down there. What you think about that?
Yeah, so this one is going to be very close, and I'll tell you exactly how close this is. All right, FAMU. All right, total offense per game. They gain 357 yards on average. They give up on average 341. Alabama State gains 304. Okay, allows 319. Very close. Very close. Now here's some of the other things, the other splits. All right, FAMU. Everyone knows the Achilles heel is running the ball. How bad have they been running the ball? They only average 100 yards a game on the ground. All right, 100 yards. And then passing, Moose has been pretty serviceable passing, 256. All right, rushing for Alabama State, almost the same as FAMU, 111 yards rushing a game. Okay, 111 yards rushing for them versus 100 yards per FAMU. So if the stats hold correctly, you're going to kind of see both teams struggle to run the ball in this game. And both of them are pretty stout up front with their front sevens. We know that. Yeah. All right. We know that. And then also the thing that I look at in this game too for FAMU, we know that 19 is gonna get the ball. Xavier
He's gonna
Smith.
get the ball.
He's gonna get the ball. And the thing that I love, and I give Simmons and that offensive staff a ton of credit. Defenses know that that's your guy. Like he's almost a 1,000-yard receiver. He's like about like 800, just over 800 yards receiving for the season. He's probably gonna get there to 1,000 yards. And they scheme him up so well to be able to get him open. Because I mean, Oxendine, he's another receiver who generates a little bit, but really the main man is 19. Yeah. If Alabama State is able to somehow control Xavier Smith, they'll have a better chance to win this game. Now on the flip side, Demetrius Davis, ever since he returned from injury, he's been the catalyst for everything that they've been able to do on offense, running it, passing. Now you see Jeremiah Hickson, number 1, the receiver. He's been coming on. Right, they've been throwing jump balls, and he's been tough to stop. He's been a matchup nightmare. So in this game, ultimately, it's going to come down to who can execute and who can get a little bit better in the running game. Yeah. And for me, because FAMU has been playing so many close games. I mean, if you look at every game that they've been playing, it's been very close, right? And I think that the fact that they've played some close games, they've gone to some tough places like a Grambling and got wins. I think that FAMU wins this game. Here's the score, 21-20. That's how close I got this, 21-20. It can go either way, but 21-20 FAMU, that's my pick tomorrow.
I got it being close too, Wayne. I got it. I actually had 24-20. And when games are this tight, I always go with quarterback. Which quarterback do I trust the most? And I think I trust Musa more in this situation. Now, I do think it's going to be Alabama State going to have a hostile environment, going to be a hostile crowd. It's going to be a really good game because I think Alabama State going to show up because it's a big game for them. It's probably one of the biggest games they've had on campus, I'm going to say. As far as keep being in the SWAC standings. So I think they're going to show up. But I got Florida and them pulling out 24-20 just because I trust Musa. When games are this close to me, I go with quarterback. So I'm gonna go with Musa, and like you say, Xavier Smith. They also have a kid number 10, Sherrod. He's number 10. Sheree. I think he can make some play because special teams gonna come in big. I think he can make some plays in special teams. I think a special teams touchdown or something like a big return gonna be the difference in this game. But I got Florida FAMU 24-10.
Yeah, and a lot of talk too has been about FAMU and potentially making entry into the playoffs. Yeah. And right now, according to the latest projections, they have not shown up in the latest projections to make the playoff. And you and I, we talked a couple of episodes that I was on. We believe that 59-3 is still going to hurt them because last year, even though we look at it, they can be 9-2 just like they were last year. But the difference was you had a 9-2 where you only lost 7-6.
Yeah, 1 point.
Yeah, 1 point.
Now that 59-3 hurt. It hurt them bad. It hurt. It really, really hurt them. And I think some of the I think the SWAC not being as dominant hurt them too.
Yes.
Not being as dominant. So now you don't have any signature win. I think their best win is probably Southern. And that's a team that got beat 24-0 to Texas Southern and 35 to State. So it's kind of tough. It's kind of tough.
Somebody said, "Who gonna miss the field goal though?" I like that, Mr. Carey. Who gonna miss the field goal though?
Yeah, well, that's because somebody definitely missed the field goal. Let's go to, yeah, it might be. Let's go to Prairie View and Arkansas Pine Bluff. I don't have much on this one. I'll go for. I don't have much on this one. I got Prairie View winning it. Going to Pine Bluff. Pine Bluff not having a coach right now. I just think they packed it in. They're just trying to get out of here. They're just trying to get out of here and get ready for next year.
Let's go to the house.
Yeah, let's keep this respectful and get out of here. I think Prairie View gonna come out with a little chip on their shoulder after what happened to them. Like, they ran into the big bad Braves last week. They ran into a brick wall last week. So I think they're gonna They're gonna come out and they're gonna play better, and they're gonna pull away. I got Prairie View 30-12.
Okay. So the thing about this game, all right, Prairie View, you have control of your own destiny again, but they got to do it on the road. They got this game and then they got next week. All right. But for this week, I do believe that they do escape. I don't think that they're going to play a very clean and even game. One thing, Conley, he's got to make more plays if they definitely think that they're going to have a chance.
Yeah, he got to
do anything bigger than just beat Pine Bluff and beat Valley. Also, again, let's go back again. Running game. You got to find a way to run the ball. They could not do anything in the running game against you guys last Friday night. They couldn't run it. And then Conley, when he stepped back to pass, was running for his life. In this game, now, the other thing, too, you got to take a peek at, though. I know we're talking about Pine Bluff, and I know we're saying that they're down and everything like that, but still, though, there's still some pride in those guys. Yeah. And they will fight a little bit. But ultimately, I do believe Prairie View's going to win this game, and I got this one being like 31-14.
Okay.
31-14, and I think it's going to be business-like, but it's not going to be a very clean game. I think that there'll be some turnovers and things like that. But Prairie View does get this done, and then they'll set themselves up to have a winner take all next week at Valley. We'll get to that later.
Yeah. That's gonna be good. Grambling and Texas Southern. Now Grambling been rolling. What you think? I'll let you go first.
Yeah, Grambling's been rolling, and Maurice Washington 201 yards rushing last week. He had been kind of going into witness protection, but now he came of age last week again. Yeah. And showed that, hey, exactly. He said, well, I'm still here. Hello, yeah. I'm still here. And also, I think that it appears that they've kind of settled upon Calvez at quarterback. Yeah. And I think with Calvez, I think that he's been doing a good job. He's been managing the game. He's not been trying to do too much. And Hugh, I think he's starting to find his rhythm as a play caller. So one thing that was so solid for them was that bye week really did wonders for them, because when they came out in that bye week, they've been on fire ever since offensively. Now, Texas Southern, they're coming off of a tough game last week when they hosted Jackson State. Yeah. And Body, he got roughed up. Yeah. As we expected that he would. But one thing about Texas Southern is that when they get knocked down, the very next week, they tend to come back. Yeah. This is going to be another one of those games that's going to be very close. It's going to be close. But I got the G-Men winning this game, and I got them winning 24-21. I got Grambling taking a road trip, and I got them winning 24-21.
Okay. This is where we disagree. We finally ran into listen. Yeah, I got Texas Southern coming back. I just like I said, when I think games are even, when I think games are close, I look at the quarterback positions. Mm-hmm. Whenever I think if I look at a game, I feel like I can go either way. I look at the quarterback position. I'm gonna go with Andrew Body over Calvez. I just think Andrew Body, like you said, when they get knocked down, they come back up. I just don't trust Grambling's offense without unless Maurice Washington. It's gonna take another monster game by Maurice Washington, and I just trust Texas Southern offense more. So I'm gonna go Texas Southern. 24-17. Close game, 24-17.
So we both agree this will be a close game.
Yeah, I think it'll be a close game. And I think this game will say a lot. It may save McKinney's job at Texas Southern, because if you look at it, they'll beat Alcorn, Southern, and Grambling. It's that's big for that program. You come into the year, you told me Texas Southern beat Alcorn, Southern, and Grambling. Yeah, he keeps his job.
Well, a lot of people thought that Texas Southern would probably only win like 2 or 3 games coming into the year.
They were picked to finish last.
Picked to finish last. So I think I think McKinney's secure right now, even without a win.
Yeah.
I mean, if you just look at what they've done, just look at what they've done. I think he's done enough to come back.
Yeah.
You know, over exceeded expectations big time.
Yeah.
So yeah, close game. This is another good one.
I want to see Body finally had a breakout game. I don't think Body has had that big game yet. His numbers has been a little down this week, and I think this may be the week he do it. So I'm calling for Body.
We will see, man. We will see. I don't know, man. Grambling, this is a different team, brother.
Yeah, I think
this is a different team.
I think Grambling offense just scares me. Their defense is pretty stout, but their offense just scares me. It takes them a while to get going. Like last week, it was like 7-0 or something like that at halftime in the UAPB game. They pulled away the second half, but it takes them a while to get going. I think they do it against Texas Southern. Texas Southern has the offense kind of go up and score more points. So that's the only reason I'm going. But I'm with you. It's gonna be real close now. It's gonna be a real close game.
Yes.
I think Grambling gonna play real hard. Who we got next? Let's go to might as well go to my boys. The Big Bad Braves take on the other Florida school. The other team down there in Florida, Bethune-Cookman. They came in early this week. They got a chance to practice at Jackson State. Dion welcomed them in. They practice on their facility, no water, nothing like that. But they practice on their facility, and they're trying to come in for the upset. What you got on that one?
Yeah, so this is a revenge game. Because if you remember last year.
Oh, I remember. Trust me.
I hate to remind you, but last year, this was, you know what? This was the upset of the entire SWAC season last year.
It was.
You know, I mean, everybody just knew that Bethune-Cookman was going to go winless.
Listen, Wayne, let me tell you how big of an upset, how big of a shock it was me. I go to all Alcorn games, right? I may pick a game or two a year. I'm like, I'm going to sit this one out and go to another SWAC game. This was a game I said, I'm like, nah, I'm not putting this money to go way down there. We're going to blow them out. I'm going to stay down here and go to Southern. I think it was FAMU that weekend. I'm going to stay down here and go check out this game. I'm at the tailgate. We lose it. Now people running up to me. I had to deal with that. I did not see that one come. Like, y'all didn't embarrass me like this. I'm glad I didn't go because I'd have been mad being way down there in Florida and we lost like this. But yeah, it was a shock. It was a shock.
I couldn't believe it. And the thing now fast forward to a year now, Alcorn, that was a tough, gritty win you guys had last week.
Yeah.
I like what Trey Lawrence is doing. I like what he did. He managed the game. Didn't try to do too much. Willie Simmons, this is one of my favorite lines that he said it the whole year. He said, just drive the car. Don't try to put rims on it.
Leave it factory.
Just leave it alone. Just handle it like you got it, like we gave it to you. And Trey Lawrence, look, if it wasn't there, he didn't try to make something out of it. Now, here's something that's going to be big for y'all tomorrow. Bethune-Cookman has given up, on average, 232 yards rushing a game. That does not bode well at all when you got Big Zero.
Oh, Agent Zero.
When you got Agent Zero coming downhill, that does not look good. On the basis of Agent Zero alone, with some opportunistic passing, I got Alcorn big in this one. When I say big, I'm just going to say 31-13.
Oh, I love it.
And they pay them back. And I hope y'all give McNair a fresh pack of gum because he going to work that gum. and make sure that frown get nice and long for when Jackson State come down there next week.
I'm with you. I call this game this week the big payback. We owe them one. And one of the things that's very interesting in this game that a lot of people don't know, Jalen Jones, the quarterback for Bethune-Cookman, was at Mississippi Delta last year. The head coach at Mississippi Delta is now out of DC this year.
Yeah.
And so they got a lot of, they've been, they know each other. So we know him really well. He knows our staff really well. So it's going to be a good friendly battle. But I got it being a big payback. Like you said, they struggle in stopping the run. And we the wrong team to struggle with stopping the run against. The
I mean,
wrong
232 yards rushing, man. I mean, come on.
Yeah. And I don't think he's seen a back like Agent Zero yet.
No.
He can Agent Zero can go for 80. But I also think Trey Lawrence has a better game this week. I love what he did last week. Like you said, just manage the game. That was his first ever start. As a redshirt freshman. It was his first ever start. You could tell he was a little timid. He was a little off on some of his throws, but he didn't turn the ball over. I think that lost us a couple games this year. Just turn the ball over. That homecoming game against Texas Southern. If our quarterback just throws the ball away, I think we win that game. Simply just throw the ball away. Throw the ball out of bounds, throw it away. We win that game. And that's why I think Trey Lawrence this last week impressed me a lot. Just make the right decision. If it ain't there, throw it in the dirt. And line up and do another play. So I think this week with Agent Zero and the backs we have, I think we dominate on the ground. And Trey Lawrence, we were able to open it up a little bit, and we can see what he can do as a redshirt freshman or as our quarterback of the future. But I got the Braves big, 41-17. I got the Braves 41-17, big at home, getting ready for Jackson State next week.
Yeah, I'm looking at these comments, man. Everybody, they giving it to you, man, about next week. This is the Agent Zero gonna be non-existent when the Tigers come.
Yeah. He needs about 350 yards to break our all-time school record. So I want him to get about 2-something this week, and then we can get a little 100-something next week. So he I think he's gonna break. I think on the end of the year as the leading SWAC rusher. Just a little personal goal. I want to break. So I need to have a big week this week. Next week we gonna deal with them. We're gonna deal with them people that ain't used to being here next week. People that ain't used to being here. I got a big week next week. So I got some stuff to say. But I'm gonna deal with the people that ain't used to being here next week. Ooh, it's gonna be a big one, Wayne. It's gonna be a big. Speaking of them.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of them, I say this one for last. Your Alabama A&M Bulldogs against the Jackson State Tigers in Mobile, the Gulf Coast Classic. What you got?
Man. All right, so we knew this was coming. And we knew that everybody was going. I looked at all the comments. JSU by 40, JSU by 50. I seen it 63-0. Yeah, I've seen it all. Look, I know what our problems are, and they do too. They know all the problems that we have. I know that our pride was extremely damaged after losing the Valley.
Yeah.
And I know that our guys will be pissed off to hit that field tomorrow.
Ooh.
And I know we playing with house money. We not expected to do much. I think we might scare them for maybe a quarter, honestly. Maybe for a quarter. I mean, my hope is that we able to just make it a game where we able to stick in it, in the second half. I do not believe we're going to win the game at all. I didn't feel like that. I haven't felt like that for a while, and there's no reason for me to do it now. Now, I'm not going to be like J-Max. I ain't going to get on here and be talking about, no, we going to beat them 28-17, man. Stop it. Stop it, bro. We ain't doing that. And then y'all going to have me up on Ritz talking about what this man say. He said,
they're going to do it. They're going to do it. They're going to do it. They're going to do it.
Bruh, where my boy Vic at? Victor Wyatt at? I know he like to give me a hard time, but bruh, I'm gonna be for real, man. Be for real. They're not gonna get to 50, and they're not gonna beat us by 40. But I think it'll be like 42-14. Honestly, okay. I think it'll be 42-14. They'll beat us.
You think Quincy Casey gets the start?
Yeah, Quincy Casey definitely gonna get the start. I mean, and he had his best passing game of the season last week. He threw for 363, but he had 2 costly interceptions.
Yeah.
And running the ball. I mean, look, man, no one's been able to run the ball against Jackson State all year. Nobody. Nobody in the SWAC has been able to run against them. And I don't think we're going to be able to run against them either, unless something just drastically changed from last week to this week. Defensively, I mean, we've been giving up too much, man. It's just no way. It's no way. And I think the Jackson State, they're going to come. They're going to take care of business. It ain't going to be as bad as last year, 61-15. It ain't going to be as bad as last year. But they're going to beat us by a sizable margin. Yeah. That's what I got.
Yeah, I'm like you. I got 45-10. I got like 45-10. I'm like you. I think some teams kind of stay close because of the adrenaline. We're playing. Everybody gets up to play Jackson State. So that first quarter, you might see a 7-3 game, you know.
Yeah.
But eventually, at depth and just the coaching takes over, and I think they just went out and take it over. What kind of crowd you see coming to this game? Because it's been.
So yeah, People's, Lab People's Stadium. I mean, it seats like 40,000. I see it being, if it's not going to be a full sellout, it'll be close. It'll be in the high 30s. I mean, they've already. I've seen all the pictures from all of a lot of my Facebook friends, a lot of my connects that are down there. I mean, it's already jumping. It's people everywhere down there. So you're gonna see a whole bunch of folks. You see, look at say, are you already there? Yep, all that. So yeah, it's gonna be a pretty big crowd. It's gonna be a pretty big crowd. And Mobile, they really support this game. And big shout out to them because their promoters, they put on a grand event. So if you've never gone, or if you're going to go in the morning, you're going to really enjoy it down there because they roll out a pretty nice event. So yeah, I think it'll be a huge crowd.
Yeah, I think I've seen a lot of Jackson State people going on there, and I think there's a big Alabama A&M alumni base in Mobile.
Yeah, huge alumni base down there. Yeah.
So I think this is a big game overall.
Yeah, and I'm still looking at the comments, man. Somebody said, man, you saying AMU is scoring 14 points? Yeah, that's what I said.
He said what he said.
It ain't outrageous. 14 points. It ain't outrageous.
Yeah.
Somebody said, guarantee it's gonna be 70. They ain't scored 70. They haven't scored 70 all year though. You know what I mean?
They get wild with these predictions now. They get wild with these predictions, with these 80-point games. And see, the thing about it is they don't have to back up the dumb stuff they say in the comments. But let me get on here and say something, because I'm gonna tell you right now, they're gonna be me next week, Wayne. They're gonna be screenshotting, but I don't care. They're gonna be screenshotting, recording. You can screenshot, screen record, post me on ESPN, post me on you can post me on MySpace. I don't give a damn. Because next week, I don't give a damn where you post me at. I don't care. Okay. Next week I got something to say. But I'm gonna leave that for next week. I don't care. I don't care where you post me at. I don't care if I bag it up or if I don't bag it up. Oh well, I said it. But
somebody said Alcorn by 50.
I'm like, come on here and say Alcorn. We're gonna call it the Alcorn Kobe Bryant game. Alcorn by 81 points. I might say anything next week. I don't care. I'm gonna have to deal with mine later. But before I'm gonna talk my noise, especially next because they won't be quiet. But yeah, make sure y'all like, share. Since we talked about that, let's move to the rumor mill.
Yes.
The rumor mill with first up was Willie Simmons.
Yeah,
to
Willie
USF.
Simmons. Yeah, Willie Simmons and USF. So first off, I think that he should be pretty honored that he's even being mentioned for a job like that. Now, USF, they do have a lot of plans to finally get themselves an on-campus stadium. For those that don't know, they play at Raymond James Stadium where the Bucks play. So they don't have their own. They don't even have their own stadium. If he get, that job, it's gonna be tough, man. Because they just fired the guy. They're 1-8, and his records before that were 3-9, 3-9, and 2-10. So, given the fact that he knows Florida. I think that obviously it would be even a bigger bump in pay for him. I think that he could succeed down there. I think he could. And like I said, I think he should be honored to even be in consideration. Now, I know that they've said other things like John Gruden. I don't know how true that is.
Yeah.
They also talked about the guy who just got fired from Florida, Dan Mullen.
Yeah,
they mentioned him. You know, Dan Mullen's in broadcasting right now, so you know who knows which way it could go. But ultimately, I think that Simmons, if he doesn't go this year, if they have another solid year next year, I think he'll be a hot commodity because people, they want coaches that build programs and can take programs that were losing and turn them into winners. And that's something that he has done with FAMU. So, you know, we'll see what happens. But first things first, he's got 2 games that he needs to navigate to try to get these guys to finish at 9-2, and then we'll see how that goes. But
I think it's actually I got a different. I think it's actually good for the SWAC. Some people are saying, let's keep our coaches. I want to keep our good coaches too, but I think it's good for the SWAC that when a coach if he moves up to another conference, because that gives other young coaches in the game, like, well, I'll go to a SWAC school because I see an opportunity to move up and finish my career at a bigger school or flourish. You know, like I think they're paying the last coach $2 million a year. That's life-changing money. That's life-changing money for a guy like Willie Simmons.
Absolutely, man. I mean, you'll never see that kind of money in our league. Well, I'm not gonna say never. Let me say not never. Okay, let's just say it's going. If we ever get to that kind of level, it's gonna still take a while for us to get there. So I do want to say that I don't mean that. It's not never. All right, it's not never, but it's just $2 million. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot.
I couldn't pass that up.
And that's life changing. Yeah, I wouldn't pass it up. Look, I tell them when they call me, I accept. Before they get offered, I accept. Well, I move. I'm taking it. Even if I go, because I know one thing. If I go there, and it's gonna be a hard time rebuilding that program, and they may not give him 4 or 5 years. They may give him 2 or 3. But I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna get my $2 million a year, and I know if I have to end up going back to the SWAC, I can always go back.
Yeah,
that was my mindset.
Yeah, in South Florida, they just recently built a practice facility that was like $45 million. So that's a positive. And then, you know, the recruiting section of Florida, I mean, come on, man. Florida is just full of just talent everywhere. Full of talent everywhere. So South Florida, they tried to go for the hot coordinator. They hired the guy from Clemson that was offensive coordinator. It just purely didn't work out. They never won. So I think that Simmons should be honored that he's even being considered, and I think he would be good if he went down there.
And I think I've seen a lot of their fans want Willie, a lot of them. So I think he came out and said he hadn't talked to him yet, which I kind of figured that he hadn't talked to him, but I think it will be real. I think it's gonna be real. I think he gets the interview, and in the interview, if he sells himself correct, he gonna. I think he may get it. I think he may get it in. I think it'd be a good look for the SWAC. I think it'd be a good look for FAMU, and I think FAMU can get a quality coach to replace him. They have they have the history, they have all that, they have the money to put behind the program. I think they'll get a real nice candidate to replace Willie Simmons. So things won't be bad at FAMU, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Yeah. And I think my last point on this, I think his experience from being a quarterback at Clemson, understanding and knowing just how those systems work, with boosters, and then also with administration, at that level up there in the group of 5, I think that will serve him very well. Somebody said it'll be just like Willie Taggart at FSU. Now he didn't make it 2 years, bro. He made it 1 year and 4 games.
1.4 years.
Right.
Next up, they had a rumor. Now this rumor I wasn't too big on. It didn't make sense to me. It was the Deion Sanders to Nebraska. Now, if it's me, I don't sound to me. I wouldn't take my black behind to Nebraska. Not me. What's your thoughts?
First of all, man, I'm like, where they come up with some of these rumors, man? I mean, Deion to Nebraska. No. I mean, Look at where. Okay, man. Look at how they've been trending, brother. I mean, they fired. Okay, they fired two guys. They fired Frank Solich, and then they struggled winning the tank. Then they finally got somebody good. They had Bo Pelini, got good, winning and fired them, winning the tank. All right. Now, don't get me wrong. Them people out there in Nebraska, they support that team. They've had a sellout every year since 1962. Every game since 1962. All right. They support that. But, I mean, he not going to Nebraska, man. I mean, look, somebody said there's a sizable black population in Nebraska. Yeah, in Omaha. That's it. One city.
I wouldn't do it.
No.
I think it works against him when you're trying to get athletes to come to Nebraska.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I would go to a city that helps you get the kids to come to Nebraska. It's just not. Nebraska is one of the ones when I heard it, I'm like, it'll shock me. Like, I'll be shocked. I'll be blown away by it.
Look,
so
man, Nebraska been swimming upstream for years. I mean, they ain't even found their footing in the Big Ten. They ain't been able to win nothing. They went to the Big Ten championship game once in the years that they've been in the Big Ten. I mean, they've been struggling, brother. I mean, I honestly, in my whole honest opinion, I think that he's going to stay at Jackson at least for another year. That's what I believe. But if he does leave, it definitely ain't going to be to no Nebraska. Not how I feel about it. I'm looking at these comments. I hear you, bro. I said next week they're going to say he's going to Rhode Island.
But I think a lot of people, let me address. I think a lot of people are very sensitive about this. Every good coach in America, when you start doing good at a lower level, I don't care if it's at Tulane, I don't care if it's at the bottom, their rumors going to come out. So be prepared. Be prepared. That's what happens. It's not because he's black. It's not because it happens all the time. The Mel Tucker rumors. The Mel Tucker to LSU rumors last year.
Yep.
It's going to happen. If you have a good coach, rumors gonna come out. It's just what's gonna happen.
Yeah, the guy who I believe is going to end up going to Nebraska, Matt Rule, who just got fired by the Carolina Panthers. That's probably going to be their guy. He's probably going to be their guy. It's not Deion. No.
Yeah, I can't. I think they say he shut it down on his Instagram, kind of shut the rumor down that he hadn't spoke to him because they had a guy that came out on his podcast and said he had inside information that it's going to happen. He had inside information, so he kind of shut it down.
Now, how many subscribers did that dude have before he had the show? Right.
So he's probably trying to get his. He probably about to trying to get his his channel going. He trying to get his numbers up.
Man, yeah, no, he's not going.
Yeah,
not Nebraska.
I don't see him going there. A question I wanted to ask you. I don't know if we went over this. UAPB head coaching job. Any interesting candidates you may see, and you would like for them to reach out to?
So obviously, the first thing that people will try to say is, or a lot of people say is, look at an NFL player. I've heard some people throw out like Ed Reed. I've seen them throw out Ray Lewis. I've seen those names. The name that really sticks out to me that I believe possibly will end up going there is, and I see somebody just put it in there, Cedric Fobbs. Definitely. He's the guy who I think it's going to be Fobbs. I think he can get a good look because even though things didn't end very well with Grambling, you look at what he did when he was there, though. I mean, very strong, man. Now, whoever takes that job, you're going to definitely have to do one hell of a rebuilding job. One thing that they have going for them, they do have the good facility. That stadium is pretty nice. They got a nice practice little area, but it's going to be a rebuilding job, man. I think that getting somebody that knows the SWAC, like Fobbs, or another coach that's been in the SWAC for a while, I think it's somebody that UAPB is gonna have to look at. All in all, man, it's a tough job. It's tough to win there.
It's tough. A name that I think will get a lot of interest is Chennis Berry. He's the head coach at Benedict College, SIAC.
Yeah, they're undefeated.
They're undefeated. Former Southern University OC. I think Chennis Berry. I think he gets that opportunity at the job. Now, if it's me, if I'm the AD, I'm calling one person. That's Cedric Thomas from Alcorn. He was at UAPB before. He left him. So I know it may be a little. He's a UAPB grad, but I love that dude. Man, I love Cedric Thomas. How Jackson State fans love Deion Sanders. Okay, that's how I love my DC. I love my DC. I don't take, but that's his alma mater. That guy is a head coach. He's a great guy. He started the rebuild of that program before he left, and it kind of went downhill when he left. But if I'm the AD, that's what I'm calling. I think he's a great guy. But I think Chennis Berry is a name you probably will see. Chennis Berry.
Now, let me ask you a question, and also some of our viewers out there. Who do you believe in the SWAC loses their job by the end of this season? Now, we already saw Doc Gamble. He got the axe. But who do you see? Because I know that you've got Sims with Bethune-Cookman.
Yeah.
On shaky ground.
Yeah.
You know, I think Dancy, now that they got this win, that kind of got it going. But okay, I see McKinney. Somebody said McKinney. They think McKinney gonna get the axe.
I think it's Terry Sims. I think it's Terry Sims. I think it's Terry Sims. I've even heard from multiple sources that they've already started looking for their replacement, and they want to go. They want to go celebrity. That's the call I got. They want to go celebrity as their first choice. And of course, I'm gonna go ahead and hit everybody. You know, when you bring up Bethune-Cookman, everybody has the rumor of Bethune-Cookman wanting Fred McNair. Okay, they want Fred McNair. It's been said over and over and over that they would like to pursue Fred McNair. To get Fred McNair out the country in his comfort zone, they're gonna have to open up. They got to open up a bag. I'm not saying they can't, but they're gonna have to open up the book tag. And I don't know if they wouldn't do that. To get old country Fred is from the country to down there to Daytona Beach. You gotta open up the bag. But if I'm them, I will call. I will see what I will test it. You know, if I was them, but I do think Bethune-Cookman, Terry Sims.
He said Bethune. He said BCU broke, ain't it?
Right.
Well, one thing though is Reggie Theus is their athletic director.
Yeah,
and y'all know Reggie Theus. You know he got them connects. He got a lot of them connects, man. So that's one thing that he got going for him. So if you say they want to go celebrity with Reggie Theus at the helm, I think that he's the guy that could pull that off.
Yeah, I think that's why. I think that's what he wants to do. You know, by him being a former NBA player, like you said, he had the connects, and he's been. I heard that he's been reaching out already. And I think they just wanted to finish this season strong, but they're gonna move on from Terry Sims, and could be a celebrity in Daytona Beach. Could be.
I kind of see that as well, because closing with you guys, and then they got the Florida Classic next week.
Yeah.
It don't look good for them to get 2 wins. I think they, so. And last year, what they win? 2 games last year. Yeah, they won 2 games last year. I think it was. I think they were 2-10 last year. Yeah,
that's 2 L's like LL Cool J. LL, because it's gonna be LL. G, y'all love Coach, but it's wrong for us to live by Coach. Hey, love your coach, but I'm not. You've never seen me on this show crying, attacking people, saying they hating behind somebody talking about my coach. I would never do that. You're gonna have your opinion, but the way y'all act behind that man, the man down there with the limp. The way y'all act behind that man is different. Okay. It's different, and I just that's why I draw the line. I love Big Mac. Y'all know I can football Big Mac, but I'm not gonna ever say Big Mac doesn't warrant criticism. When I wasn't a fan of Big Mac not doing a radio show. Now, selfishly, because I like to listen to the radio show. Not no other reason, just because selfishly I like to listen to it. But
yeah,
shout
I
out to you,
actually thought that. Yeah, I thought that wasn't a really good look for McNair to not do that radio show. Yeah. I mean, look, man, it comes with the territory, brother. When you're not winning, I mean, those people, your fan base down there, they got used to winning, and when they're not winning, it's just one of them. It's just not. It's you got to face the music. You just got to face it. They said the clown in the Lakers hat is something.
That's why I highlighted. What's up, Terry? Miss Terry. But yeah, I think it may be it's gonna be some shakeups in the SWAC. I think gonna be some shakeups coaching wise in the SWAC. I think it will.
Yeah, and I just really believe that the SWAC as a whole is in a really, really prime position. I know that we've taken some big steps forward, but I also think that we're still in a transition mode because there's bigger things that personally I'd like to see the HBCU Go network. I'd like to see that take a little bit more of a step forward. That's been a nice touch. I also think that and this is the other thing I wanted to address too. I said something when I was on the first time with you when I talked about Jackson State and I talked about their attendance. Mm-hmm. And I said that they shouldn't be boasting and bragging about attendance. So I wanted to address that tonight, and I wanted to say that I really believe that is something that you should boast about. And the reason why I changed my stance on that is that you look around at stadiums all around, not just the SWAC, but you look around college football. If it's not Power 5 or top level Group of 5, you're not seeing sold out stadiums. You're not seeing big crowds. And I'm going to go down to A&M next week, and I'm going to be in attendance when we play Texas Southern. And it's probably only going to be like maybe 3,000 people there. And seriously. People are saying, well, it's too cold. Is this, is that, whatever. But I think if you draw on big crowds, I think that is something you should puff your chest out about, because not everybody's able to do that. So to all the Jackson State fans and family out there, I take that one back. I owe y'all a apology on that one. I think that's a really good thing what y'all doing down there, and I think you should continue to celebrate that. Yeah,
I agree. I'm more on the. I like to celebrate attendance. I just don't like to celebrate it more than I like to celebrate winning. Okay, it used to irk my nerves when they would celebrate attendance. Like we talk about football games and they'll be like, "Well, we had 40,000." I'm like, "But you got beat." Okay, you know what I'm saying? But in the grand scheme of things, that attendance is more than a lot of these schools that try to look down on the SWAC. You know what I'm saying? It's better than a lot of these schools. I'm gonna open up the call. I got a call coming in. Let's add him in. Let me see. What's up, caller? You live? Make sure he can hear me. You live? Can you hear me? You might have your phone on mute. There you go. All right, what's up, caller? You live?
No.
Nothing.
All right. Well, while you're doing that, I guess one other thing I wanted to just make mention of tonight too is, I posted on Sunday the updated SWAC division race scenarios. So I just and the East is over. You beat us, you beat Alabama A&M, it's over. If for some reason you don't win tomorrow, you can still get that done with a FAMU loss to Alabama State. But regardless, a win or a FAMU loss clinches the East for Jackson State. Now, when we get to the West, Prairie View has the inside track.
Ooh.
If they win this week and next week at Valley, they will win the West. Another way that Prairie View can win the West is if they have one win and one Southern loss.
Okay.
And so that's another way. Now, for Southern needs to win both games, and they need one Prairie View loss because Southern owns the tiebreaker over Prairie. If you are a Jaguar fan, you need to take care of your business against Valley and at the Bayou Classic. And you need to hope for an upset victory by either Pine Bluff or Valley over Prairie View. Now, we go down to the next one, Alcorn. Alcorn, your last week, the light was real dim. It's still dim, but you have a chance. You have to win both games. You need to win both games. And you need one loss apiece by Southern and Prairie View. You need to finish better than Southern in the standings because you don't own the tiebreaker. But if you finish in a tie with Prairie View, you will get through because of their head-to-head victory last Friday night.
Yeah.
Texas Southern is still alive, but it's very remote for them. So that's the updated scenario. Basically, Prairie View has the best chance to win the West right now. They win 2 road games, they can go ahead on and pack for Jackson. It's that simple. Southern, you just need to win 2 games and get a loss. If you can win 2 games and get a loss, you'll be going back to Jackson.
Me personally, I kind of don't even want to back into the SWAC championship game. That sounds crazy, but I just don't want to limp into it. Let's finish the season out strong, and let's go ahead and fix what we can feel. Limping into this, just me personally.
Well, I wouldn't mind it. Technically, you wouldn't be limping in, though. Technically, you wouldn't be limping in because you got to win both your games to have a chance.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But I think to your point though, you would rather had won your way in on your own, not having to depend on somebody else to lose.
I'm like, I hate that. It don't feel elite enough for me. I just But if we did, Wayne, I'm gonna be on another level. It's gonna be another week. I'm gonna be wild.
Yeah, and it'll be hilarious too because y'all play Jackson State next week, and that's part of the equation. You'd have to beat them just to get there. I mean, you already would be on cloud 10 just because of that.
Oh my God, they wouldn't want to listen. The pressure is on them because if they lose, okay. You better do what you better do what you're scheduled to do. That's all I gotta say. Just do what you're scheduled to do. It won't be no big deal. Do what you're scheduled to do. Because if you slip, it's gonna be hell to pay. Let you know. But,
and at this point, it would not surprise me. Honestly, it would not surprise me, and I don't think it would surprise anybody at this point if Prairie View did not win one of these last 2 games. It wouldn't surprise me because it's just the way the SWAC has been, man, in the West.
Yeah.
It's just the way it's been. It's just been. You couldn't, if you'd have told me that Texas Southern would shut out Southern and win at Alcorn, I would have never believed that.
Yeah, I'd have called you a bold-faced lie.
So for that alone, that's why if you're a Southern Jag fan, you still got to keep that hope alive. I mean, you had your chance. You had it in your hands when you were there in at FAMU last week. But you still gotta keep the faith because there are no guarantees in this thing.
Yeah.
So
I really wouldn't be surprised to see Grambling beat Southern either in this Bayou Classic. That'll be another game that I would not be surprised at all if they go down there and beat them in the Bayou Classic. I would not be surprised. I won't be surprised.
No, again, that goes back to what I just said. So yeah, it wouldn't surprise me either. It's just SWAC West, man. Yeah.
Let me get your thoughts on this. Dr. Cavill, I call him Goat Cavill. Dr. Cavill came out with a tweet the other day and it said, first he talked about moving that FAMU and Jackson State game to the end of the year, late October, early November. What's your thoughts on that? You think that's better? It won't be the OBC anymore.
So we're talking about home and home.
He didn't say it. He just said it will not be the first game of the year anymore.
So it won't be the first game of the year, but he didn't say it wouldn't be in Miami.
Yeah, he didn't say where. It just said moving from Labor Day matchup in Miami. I doubt it. I've been told it won't be in Miami though. It won't be for OBC.
Regardless, I think it's great that it's not going to be the first game of the year because. I mean, these have been the two premier teams of the SWAC for the last 2 years. Yeah. The two teams that have won the most games in the SWAC the last 2 years. I think that's a game that you would like to see the build up for. I think just think about it right now. If they play, let's say tomorrow, right? So you would say FAM would be coming into the matchup. It would be an undefeated versus undefeated in the SWAC.
Yeah. And
you would think about how exciting that would be.
That's huge.
For SWAC fans. And it would be televised. You know it would be televised.
Yeah.
They'll find a way to get it on ESPNU or something. Yeah, right? So I think here it said it's a home and home game next year. Okay, cool. So I really, really, really think that it's a better served game if you play it in the month of November. And also, I think if home and home, it's gonna be explosive in terms of attendance. Explosive.
I was at Bragg this past weekend, bro. Bragg is crazy. Bragg is rocking. That experience in Bragg was nice, bro. It was nice, and with Jackson State coming in with they band and they fans, it'll be crazy.
Mm-hmm. It'll be explosive, man. I think it'll be a total sellout.
Yeah, I think FAMU has the best student section I've ever saw. They're coordinated. They got these dances. Everybody doing this. And I'm like, what y'all doing? Let me learn. I think they're just the best in that. Their student section is behind the visiting team's bench. Their band is behind the visiting team's bench. That's just, I love it. It's just different. So when they running on off field of the student section just chomping at them, I love it. Something else he said. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna say, just looking at the comments, I mean, it's just it definitely will be greatly supported. I mean, I think everybody knows that you want to see your two best teams. Mm-hmm. You'd like to see them play a little bit later. You like to see them play when they both are at full strength. I mean, I'm not gonna and listen. I don't want nobody to think that I'm saying that FAMU wasn't at full strength when they played. I'm definitely not saying that. But I'm just saying you'd like to see them when they played deeper in the season, and they're both. If you imagine they were playing tomorrow, both of them at undefeated records in the SWAC at full tilt, it would just be one hell of a game, man. And I just would love to see that moving forward.
And I want to give a shout out to Donald Hall's dad. I met him at the family game when I went. He's number 93. Shout out to him. So we're gonna be tuning in. So shout out to him. Number 93 from FAMU, Donald Hall. I talked to his dad before the game, met his son. So shout out to him. Dr. Cavill also said in the tweet that he said big news is on the way regarding the SWAC championship game. A new format for participants is expected to be approved in the winter meetings.
Okay.
That's big. New format. And now the only thing I could think of is me speculating.
No divisions.
Exactly.
No divisions.
No divisions.
Two best teams. Yeah, two best teams. Go to the championship. Mm-hmm.
And some people were saying he could be talking about moving the game, but I don't think this format. I think when they say the format, I think that's two divisions.
Yeah, they would have definitely come out and said if they were gonna move it to a neutral site, they wouldn't mess around. They'll tell you we moving it to Houston or we moving it to Birmingham, wherever. They would come out and they would have said that. So yeah, to me, when I hear that, I'm thinking two best teams in the division, in the whole SWAC, playing each other and probably keeping the same format with higher seed host the game, probably.
Yeah. What you think? Oh, yeah, FAMU has a DJ inside the stadium. He's walking around with his mic inside the stadium. I love they game day experience at FAMU. Got to give them a shout out for that. But what you think about moving it to?
Well, what I think about that, So I'm a little bit lukewarm on this because I get it. I get why they're doing it in the FBS, why they're doing it in the Power 5, because with the playoff expansion, they want to make sure that their two best teams get in. And they don't want, or they want to make sure that one of their two best teams gets that automatic bid into the playoffs. So I get it why they do it at that level. But on our level, the four, I would love it because you would see the two best teams and it would just be entertainment value. It would be awesome. What I would be against it for is that part of what you got going on now with the excitement in the West. Like you wouldn't have the excitement in the West if you had the two best teams, because right now it would be FAMU and Jackson State.
Yeah.
And basically you would be having teams playing games that just really don't matter for nothing but bragging rights.
Right. And I think, you see a lot of, and with the transfer portal, now I see a lot of kids shutting down the season, ending the portal. That's a good point. That's a good point. You got two teams. And if you're number 4, you can't catch them. Number 4, number 5, even number 4, number 5, you can't catch them. And so now you just like, let me go play this football game. So it kind of kills the rest of. That's a good point.
Yeah. So
I hadn't thought about that one.
Yeah, but so they said that they're going to announce it during the SWAC, during the week, the meetings during this winter.
Yeah, expected to be approved during the winter meetings as well, is what he said.
Okay, so it means they got to vote on it.
Yeah, I mean, they got to vote. Yep.
Let's see how that goes.
That's a good one. Let's see how that one go. It's gonna be fun to see.
Yeah, man. This has been great, man. It's been awesome this year. Yeah. And we're gonna see how things transpire coming down the stretch. I mean, basically the way I feel though, you don't see anybody really beating Jackson State. Nobody gonna challenge them. I don't really think I know you're gonna talk about it next week when you guys gonna play them. But honestly, man, I don't see them losing the game at all. The last HBCU team to go undefeated was 2017 North Carolina A&T. That was the last team to go undefeated, and that team was stacked because that was the one that had Tariq Cohen on it.
Yeah, that was that team.
Yeah, that team. They were stacked. So they got a really good chance to run the table and finish at that 12-0 mark. I'm really excited too that North Carolina Central look like they're gonna get out of the MEAC, because that's the one team that if you're talking about entertainment value at the Celebration Bowl, you would want to see them make it. Because for a while Howard was in first, but it was like Howard wasn't gonna do nothing against no Jackson State.
No,
it wasn't gonna happen. So
I think at least North Carolina Central has a quarterback that's decent.
They do. Yeah, and they got some athletes. I've watched them play 3 times this year. They're pretty good team. So I think it would be a really good game if we're talking about entertainment value, seeing them go up against North Carolina Central. So, but great time, man. Great times, great games. I just hope tomorrow, like I said, when we talk about these games, we said that there were going to be some close ones. I hope that that it goes true to form. I think that FAMU Alabama State game is going to really be awesome. I think that it's going to be a defenses are going to be on display. I think it's going to be really good for that game. Grambling going out Texas Southern, that should be another really good game. Close games. You know, at this time of the year, you should be moving forward. You should be trending upward. And really every team except for if you look at Bethune-Cookman and you look at UAPB, other than that, at least the other teams in the conference, at least they've got something that they've been able to hang their hat on this year. So even my team, because we had a 3-game winning streak until we went into the Classic. So, you know, but other than those two teams, everybody else has had something that they've been able to build on, and I think it's added to the excitement of the league. So, shout out to everybody. So, what's my game of the week to watch? My game of the week to watch is the aforementioned Florida A&M Alabama State. If some of y'all just tuned in, we went through it in the beginning. I gave a lot of the statistics. The statistics are so close. Both teams in terms of total offense, both of them are just over 300 yards that they gain and also give up. Yeah. And so it's very close with the splits. Also, both teams, they don't run the ball very well. And that's a tribute to how good their defenses, you know, could be to exploit that. So it's going to come up where we talked about Xavier Smith, 19 in white tomorrow. He's got to be big if you're a FAMU guy. And then 4 in black, Demetrius Davis. He's got to be that guy. And then also the emergence of Jeremiah Hickson, number 1 in black for Alabama State. That's another guy who has been coming on strong. So there's a lot of different things. A lot of things to like in that matchup. You got Florida A&M is very, very desperate. You know, they know that they need to win out to have any chance of getting in the playoffs. Any chance. And then on the other side of it, Alabama State has had a very solid return year. They're 6-3. They won the Classic. They come into this thing, you know, playing very, very well, and they want to get that momentum. Yeah. They close in the Turkey Day Classic with UAPB, so they're looking at the possibility of having an 8-3 season here. You know, which would be awesome in terms of what everybody thought, because nobody knew anything about Eddie Robinson coming into the year. No one knew who he was, because they didn't know what kind of coach he would be. So the fact that he's got them playing at this level, on defense, they're playing strong. In offense, they're coming on. So tomorrow, you want to tune in and you want to see that game. I don't know if it's being televised, but if it is, you want to tune in and watch that game at 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central.
And I think it'll be big for Alabama State. I think this will put them second in the East behind Jackson State. And if you look at it, they the team that played Jackson State the toughest this year. Yes. I don't think anyone played Jackson State's toughest.
Well, Tennessee State did. But in SWAC games, it's only been Alabama State that's played them that tough.
Yeah. I believe so. So I think that's gonna be big. I think that's gonna be big. They can pull it out for Eddie Robinson in his first year to finish as the second best team in the SWAC and play Jackson State the way he did and get his who is SWAC moment. I think it'll be big for him in his program.
You think about it, man. You think about it. They had the potential to finish 8-3, man. That's big business down there, because they've had some really lean years with Donald Hill, Ely, and who was coaching them before. So look for a real good game down there in Montgomery tomorrow. Tune in.
Now I do think FAMU will bring a lot of fans down there. I know a lot of FAMUans going down there. They bringing the women out. They bring listen. I know it's a lot of, the distraction committee will be in the building tomorrow. Okay, it's a lot of FAMU. It's not that far of a ride, and this is an old SIAC ride from back in the day with FAMU Alabama State. There was an old rivalry back when they were D2, SIAC.
Yeah.
It's an old rivalry.
Yeah.
It's an old rivalry from back in the day. Yeah, and it's not far from each other. So I think and FAMU already travels well, so I think they're gonna travel well tomorrow. And it's gonna be a real good game. So that's my game of the week too. I had the final score 24-20. I think you had 21-20.
21-20. Yeah, 21-20.
And we both had FAMU, and he says the band is coming. So it's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be an interesting game. Hope they show up.
Oh, somebody said Grambling just beat Colorado in basketball. Oh yeah, the SWAC is on the board.
I heard. I actually heard Grambling had a really good team, and this game was at Grambling. Colorado came to Grambling. They came to Grambling, so that's huge. That's a huge win for the program. That's just huge. That's a huge win for Grambling. That's huge for the SWAC.
Yeah,
I think Grambling gonna be one of the better teams in the SWAC basketball wise. So that's huge. That's huge.
Sir. So So like I said, man, we'll have plenty to talk about when we get on our podcast, From the Hill podcast.
There you go.
That's my podcast. Yeah. So From the Hill podcast. That's my group from Alabama A&M. We get on. We're gonna be on Tuesday night at 8 Eastern, 7 Central. We have our page on Facebook, From the Hill. Follow us on that, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is also From the Hill podcast. We've done 2 episodes, so if you want to go in and check us out on that. One of the things that we're planning to do with our show, we plan to continue to form a nice little coalition with GA here and also with J Max. We want to make sure that everybody gets a chance to support all these SWAC based shows, man. Because we do this stuff for you guys. We do it for the people. One thing that we know is we've gone so long without having good content. And so we're definitely trying to up the game in those levels. So shout out to everybody that's supporting us, and we want to continue to do that, man. So love y'all, love everybody, love the SWAC.
But I think that's about it, man. I'm gonna let you go ahead and get out there. I know you got a lot of busy things to do. You the busy man, you the big man, So I appreciate you once again for coming on, bro. We gotta do it again. We gotta do it again.
Yeah, man. I'm here. And we will do it again. And like I said, we will make sure we have you guys come on with us as well.
Gotcha.
And we do this thing, man, talking the good shop, man. So thank you for having me on. God bless y'all. Love everybody.
Right. Appreciate it, bro.
All right.
That's my man. Wow, Wayne. Before I get out of here, I wanna see about why these call lines ain't working. Well, if it was me, if it was them. Hold on. So if anybody want to call in now. He got 45-13 A&M. I think I picked something like that. Anybody want to call in before I get off here? Grambling one day, but I think the big bad Braves gonna repeat. Y'all know that. Come on now. Shout out to everybody on here. Make sure y'all liking the stream. Make sure y'all subscribe. I meant to put this on tonight to put it on subscriber mode only, where you have to be subscribed. I'll be forgetting to tell y'all to subscribe because like 40%, I said 40% of the people that be on here don't be subscribed. So subscribe to the channel. You ain't doing nothing. Just hit the little subscribe. You ain't like you doing nothing. Hit the like button and subscribe. You ain't doing nothing. Subscribe to the channel for your boy, man. Yeah, they the basketball is the purple people eaters. I did. That's my bad. I be forgetting. I might switch it to make all of them the big bad break because purple people eaters. That's a little long. I be getting tongue tied with it. Well, we'll take another chance on Hobson. I believe they will. Hello. Yeah, I will say this. I think he may be interested. But I don't know if they actually take a chance on him. If I was them, I would. But I'm not sure. We took this step to go out and hire outside of our race. I don't know if everyone is bold enough to do that. But I think it'd be great. I think it'd be great if they did. He's a great guy, great coach, and he's at Mississippi State. I think he's like an analyst down there. I think he's interested in coming back coaching. So, Dooley fire. Will Southern fire Dooley? No, I don't think they're gonna fire him. No, they ain't gonna fire him. But they're gonna be hot. They're gonna be off the bandwagon. And one thing about Southern, once you fall off the bandwagon, they'll be off the bandwagon. Then it's gonna start. It's gonna start because a lot of them want to have about the pick anyway. Oh, my bad. I forgot to. My bad. Let me get back to it. My bad. Call back. My bad. I forgot I had the call lines open. My bad, bro. My bad. Make sure y'all like the stream. Like the stream. Yeah, my bad, El. I forgot I had the call lines open. I don't know how I be tripping. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna fire Dooley. Now they're gonna be hot with him, but I don't think they're gonna fire him. My guy, what's good? What's good? Make sure y'all like the stream. Shut up. Go follow us on. I tell people this too. Go follow us on Instagram and all of Twitter and all that too. I be tired of having to put this on every time. Let y'all know. I might have to make sure. Yeah, I don't think. And if they do fire him, they're gonna have to hire somebody like me to replace him because they ain't gonna be able to pay him. So they have to hire somebody like me. Yeah, I take 40,000 a year and turn y'all program to the ground. My thing with these fans that want fire everybody is you ain't donating nothing. Now, if y'all came over and said, look, I want to fire Dooley, but we got the money to fire him right here. We didn't raise the buyout money, then I'm happy for y'all to say that. Lord, y'all be hiring about fire everybody and ain't got a dime to buy nobody out. Yeah, that's something a lot of them been talking about. That's the FAMU. I mean, not the FAMU. The PV fans from last year were talking about this too. You know, supposed to be a big week tomorrow. Tomorrow I might do a little something in the morning too. Follow my members. Make sure y'all become a member of the channel. I'm gonna do something in the morning for the members only. So become a member. If y'all need any help becoming a member, let me know. I can teach y'all. Oh, I'm tripping. Yeah, go right there. I gotta cut it away. 1 second. I gotta cut it up. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Wait. What up, Elvin? You lying? What up, bro? I forgot I had the call lines over you. I had to just sitting there. Not much, bro. What's good? What's going on, bro? Oh, hey. I felt that drop for him. See, cause that was his second drop. Where you from? Hold on, wait. They said they can't hear. 1 second. Let me cut this up. One second. Yeah, they said they can't hear you. I don't know why. And there I go again. Yo. I'm always messing something up. Hell, I just don't understand why they can't hear. Let me cut the volume over right here. Right, say something now. Let me see if they can hear you. Let me know if y'all can hear him. Okay, yeah. Where you from? He is? He is? But I ain't know that, dog. I ain't know that, dog. But I ain't know he was from VR. I didn't. We do, bro. We do, bro. We do. Now, my kicker actually made some. My kicks actually made some kicks, but in the rain. But I don't know, bro. See, now that I don't know. Be honest with you, but yeah, yeah, that's a good point though. So it might not be. It might not be going to the top two teams. That's a good point. Oh, they say, but they still can't hear you. Hey, what the? All right, bro. Let me fix this, bro. Appreciate you calling in, bro. God, dog. I can't do nothing right. I can't do nothing right. I did this a million times. I don't know what I'm doing. Cause I did this a million times. Can't do it. But yeah, make sure y'all go follow the new HBCU flavor on Instagram. That's Anthony Lawrence Collection. That's my guy. They say we listen to this one-sided conversation. My bad. Y'all know your boy ain't, I don't know, I'm no tech savvy. I just like to talk crazy. Make sure y'all like the stream. Yeah, you dropping the ball. I'm gonna get it right. I got another call in the lobby. Hold on. Let me see if y'all can hear him. What's up, caller? You live? What's going on? What's going on? Oh, what's going on, my guy? Nothing much. Man, we gotta do something this week. We back at home. Listen. I can't take another heartbreak. Man, I can't take another heartbreak. I cannot take another heartbreak this week. Yeah, we get in there and shock the world. Okay. Yeah, that's why I be at. Make sure you come hit me up. Okay. I like that. Now I like that. I get excited for that. Okay. Okay. Hit me up, bro. All right, bro. Yeah, all right. All right, bro. All right. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'm sitting down. I'm shutting down the call log because I don't know what I'm doing tonight. That's the same way I always do it, and I work like this tonight. I just can't. I don't know what's going on, so I shut the call off. I don't know if it's something I'm doing, something is. I don't know. If anybody y'all want to talk, y'all got my phone number. You can call in. I'll put it up to the speaker. We can do it old school way. Just let me know y'all need a number, and I'll send it to you. I don't know what I'm doing now. I just saying. and I don't feel like playing with it. Yeah, hey, you say Anthony Long ain't got no PV stuff. Like she say, get you some Alcorn stuff, Elvin. That's all you gotta do, get some Alcorn stuff. Tell us what he said. He just talking about the last call was just talking about Alcorn stuff. He said that the big bad Braves gonna be ready, some good Alcorn talk. Pose the question I asked you. Oh yeah, he was saying that if we do the top two teams go to the championship, like we said, it might be. Now it's just me saying it might be top two. That would mean now everybody will have to play everybody. Will they change to make everybody have to play them? Because they started division because we didn't have like enough time on our schedule for everybody to play everybody. But if top two teams playing now, will they switch it to where everybody has to play everybody now? It's a good question. That's the question that Elvin called in and asked. There's no way Southern going to beat Valley with the high school quarterback. It ain't like Valley got a world beater at quarterback either. Now. Come on now. It ain't like Valley got a world beater at quarterback. Come on now. I mean, come on. I ain't saying the kid from Southern throw, but he's dynamic with his legs. He's Jelani. They about what at quarterback. I think with Jelani Easton. And I got Southern with the better defense, so that's why I picked Southern. Me personally. But I got the big bad Braves doing their thing tomorrow. Trey Lawrence, I had my thing gonna be our breakout game. Hopefully for that kid. Hopefully. See down like Valley and Mumford. I don't know if Mumford not gonna be Mumford tomorrow. It's gonna be probably 13,000, 14,000 real aggravated antsy. It's not gonna be that Mumford where it's just. So I don't know. That's the rumor. That's the rumor that BCU. It's been a rumor since last year that BCU won't Fred. That's the rumor. I kind of got it confirmed that they're interested, and they are indeed interested. I kind of got that confirmed. If they go after him is another thing, but I got it confirmed that they are interested. So, but to get Fred from Alcorn, you got to open up a sack. I don't know if they're gonna want to do that. They say here for a 10-game conference schedule. They said True Blue Jay. I know Mr. Egg gonna be in the building. We need the Triple B's to be on that game next week. We're gonna show up now. Triple B's gonna show up. I'm gonna tell you now. If Mississippi Valley beats Southern 24-7, that's gonna be the funniest thing. You're gonna have to just record everybody walking out their stadium, okay? Because they're gonna be some mad Jaguars. I'm telling. Oh my God! I was at the last time Valley beat Southern in Mumford. I was at the game, and walking out the game, people was throwing stuff. I saw a dude throw an umbrella. Dude cursing kids out. Why you mad at them kids? Talking about bring your ass on. That kid ain't did you nothing, and you mad because Valley just beat Southern. It's gonna get bad. It's gonna get bad. It's gonna get bad. I think Sippy Saver. I think he's from Jackson State. I just how they do. Jackson State fans now feel like they're the king of they're SWAC analysts. They know everything about SWAC football now. They finally got a couple games right. Finally after years of being wrong. Oh, they know everything now. They're gonna tell you who gonna win by how much, how many yards, who gonna rush for. They say, let me see. Daytona. Ooh, I can't. Daytona not Lower Mississippi country. I mean, it might be country, but it just cannot be long. I don't think nothing in the world is Lower Mississippi country. I'm just be honest with you. But I love the country. So you know how I am. Yes, you feel like the hell with Connor. Y'all crazy. I like sitting out here just messing with y'all. So yeah, it ain't like normal. Nowhere can be like Norman. No place is special like Norman, Mississippi. No, come on, no. Yeah, we just talked about it. Grambling upset. Let's go look at the highlights. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna try some tech savvy again. Now, if I mess it up, I can't. Let me try to pull up the highlights. That ain't it. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. I'm gonna try to pull up, see how they did down there. I know that crowd went crazy in the gym because the game was actually at Grambling, and that's a Power 5 school come to Grambling and take a L. That's big. That's big. They probably ain't gonna want to come no more. That's big. But I think it's a 2-year contract, so they gotta come. That's big. Now, I don't think Colorado has a great basketball program, but it's big either way. Southern losing 72-48 to Arizona right now. They're in the same type of challenge. But that's a big win for them. It's a huge win. Try to get pulled up right here. I should have betted on the game. I said I would. I think they gave Grambling like 25 points. Up was up. Let me share this with y'all. The water just a little bit sweeter. I ain't pulling it up. Y'all don't want to talk about no basketball right now, but we're gonna be covering basketball too. So we'll be back in the morning to do my picks for my If you're not a member, become a member tonight. You need some help, I'll show you how to become a member. Like the stream. Subscribe to the damn channel. Y'all, bro, I swear y'all hard-headed. Every time I check my numbers, y'all just hard. Y'all just be watching, not subscribe. All you gotta do is make a YouTube page and subscribe. That's all you gotta do. But if y'all ain't got nothing else, I was gonna stand here long. How many? There you go. Give me some questions. How many yard wages you gonna get tomorrow? Say about two. I say go for about 240. And that's only if he can break some long runs. I think it's at least 200. It's only because I think towards the end of the game, I think we're gonna hopefully we let our freshman quarterback get throw the ball around a little bit, get some experience, kind of open it up a little bit. So it won't be as timid. Open it up a little bit, but we got a bunch of backs, so I think we're gonna pound it. So bold prediction is about 240, but I can see it being at least 200. Now my thing with Mo is Mo ain't played a full game yet. I just don't understand. He had like 9 carries, 10 carries. I don't know if his body can't take the licks or what, but if that man put together a 15, 16 carry game, he's gonna be tough. I don't see them going for 300 for first touch. I just don't see that now. But that's the only chance they have of winning, in my opinion. Maurice Washington has to just go crazy. How many years of eligibility does he have left, Maurice Washington? If this is his last one, that's tough. Why would a coach change his system on wins? I mean, that's true. I know if I was coach, you wouldn't be able to tell me nothing either. About, this is my job. Listen to y'all, I'm gonna lose it, or and most of the people that's screaming and hollering never coached before. So I get your point. I think sometimes some things can be obvious that they need to change, but they feel like I'm gonna win and lose my way. Yeah, 32 a senior. We had some teams from the NFL come look at him this week. I think the Browns, Eagles, Saints. So he's starting to get some looks, bro. He Claudine Chandler, I think he's gonna be first team all SWAC safety. I mean, I said safety, linebacker. So he's starting to pick up him and Agent Zero been picking up a lot of NFL looks in practice. A lot of the NFL scouts been stopping by practice and checking them out. And those are two players that the scouts have been asking about a lot. Claudine Chandler and Agent Zero, Jarvion Howard. Yeah, Elvin talking about Maurice Washington. Yeah, he getting up there in age. When you say 1 year left, you mean this is his 1 year left, or does he have another year? Let me look that up. It says Grandma has him listed as a junior, so he'll have another year left next year. So that'll be big. Christopher Dukes. Thank you, Coach Prime. There they go. There she go. There they go. There Coach Prime still. Anything else y'all want to rap about before I get out of here? Because I'm about to get out of here. I just want to come on here with y'all tonight. New site. Oh, they go to spam. New site, hot with girls. Can somebody that's get that out of here? I know I gave some of y'all the moderator thing. Yeah, my guy, hit me up. Ain't nobody that. Listen, this is not the 60s. You don't have to drive to nowhere to be interested in coaching mode. There's Zoom, there's Skype, there's StreamYard, there's an actual phone, FaceTime. There's FaceTime. You ain't got to do all that. What game you going to tomorrow? I ain't show you because I said I was gonna stay down here and go to Southern game. They all started at 2. I was supposed to be shooting out to Lorman in the morning. I ain't remember mine up yet. Might not be. I might take this week off and watch the games with y'all this week. And I'm gonna be at the SWAC championship. So whoever makes the SWAC championship, I'm gonna be at the SWAC championship. Live, in effect, I'm gonna be at the SWAC championship. Might do a little something, try to do it live. And UFPB fans, I moved on the record. Hey, UFPB been doing good. Let me ask you this, UFPB fan. You're a UFPB fan. Glad you're on here. If I had my call lines right, I'll get you to call in. If you want to call in, I'll put another number up here. Talk to me about who you want as your head coach as a PB fan. As a UFPB fan, what are you hearing? talk to me about the head coach football job. I know you moved basketball, but you gotta dial it back a little bit. And y'all girls at UFB gonna be pretty good. Dunn Thornton, the girls basketball coach at UFB, they're gonna have them girls pretty good. They got some big time recruits came in this year. They're gonna be sneaky good. I got valid by 3. Hey Ronaldo, you like me. You wanna see them act up. You wanna see them Southern fans act up. I know I do. $35. Yeah, she recruiting us about to be spectacular. So we gonna see. We gonna see. You definitely gonna see. I appreciate y'all for sitting up here with me. Just rambling off. Got 100 people here. Make sure y'all like the stream when you come in. Subscribe to the channel. And I'm definitely expecting UFB girls to push Jackson State girls. I definitely am. Let me take this from down here. We gotta close it up. Make sure y'all become a member of the channel. Make sure y'all become. Make sure y'all. I'm hearing this at this point. Listen, no, he didn't. Well, leaving y'all, he probably did. He probably did. I agree with you. Cedric Thomas, but if you ever get a chance, I'm tell you something. Cedric Thomas can sell salt to a slut. When you talking about everybody wants the glitz and the glamour coaches, but if Cedric Thomas gets in your parents' living room, he can sell them anything. That man is a motivator. Kids is never a player that played for Sid that ain't gonna love Sid. The kids love him, bro. He talked to me and I'd be ready to run through a wall. No helmet on or nothing. You know what I'm saying? He's just a good guy. He's a real good guy. He's a real good guy. He's a motivator. He's gonna build you up. And that's kind of coaches, sometimes we overlook coaches like that. But that guy he's a monster. He gave a good word for Doc Gamble. Doc Gamble came from Alcorn too. Let me tell you the type of staff we had at Alcorn. We had Doc Gamble at Alcorn, Willie Simmons at Alcorn, Fred McNair, Cedric Thomas, Tony Picaro, all on one staff now. It was all on one team. There's like 5 or 6 head coaches on one staff at Alcorn. That's amazing. All them boys was at Alcorn coaching together. Doc Gamble. I feel like I'm missing somebody else. Ryan Stanchik. Man, we had a staff at Alcorn. Mickey Joseph, the head coach at Nebraska now, the interim head coach at Nebraska now, he was a wide receiver coach at Alcorn. We done had some coaches these last couple. It's been some glory years. Well, we had some good coaches. Mickey Joseph, he went on and went to LSU and all that, but he was at Alcorn too. We had one thing Jay Hobson did was put together a staff. He did that. I got to give it to him. Yeah, and a lot of y'all know we had Pat White down there. We had some good staff over the years. Yeah, Coach Joseph too. I would love to see him get a SWAC coaching job or just the Nebraska head job. Keep that job. Everybody saying Deion Sanders. I don't see everybody saying that's the rumor that came out today that I absolutely don't believe. But I would like to see Mickey Joseph keep that job. I would like to see him keep that job down there. Oh, he was at Grambling after he left? Okay. SU hasn't won a SWAC game since 10-15. Yeah, they beat us and gave it on in. Cedric Thornton is a great defensive coordinator. Shout out to Cedric Thornton. Again, make sure y'all like the stream, share the stream, put it on your page, do all that good stuff. I'm about to get off of here. J-Max probably be back with me tomorrow. He gonna be out there tailgating tomorrow. Anybody that tailgate with at Southern, make sure y'all go right across from Southern Lab. Go holler at my boy tomorrow. I might be out there with him. I might not. I don't know yet. Yeah. A lot of people I thought for sure dude was gonna pull that dude. I ain't lying. I was down in your trap, EA. I was in your trap. I was down in the end zone by the down in the end zone by the student section, by the field house. End zone the whole game. I was over in your trap. I love Perry Street down there. I went to Perry Street, got me some ball peanuts with the neck bones in them, but they ain't had nothing but bone. But Perry Street, there was a different experience to see the vendors line up outside the stadium and just everybody walking down the strip. It was a fun time. Shout out to my boy Earl Hankerson from FAMU. I went to the tailgate. We enjoyed ourselves. It was fun. It was a real fun time. So I really enjoyed FAMU. I can't wait to get back and experience it again, bro. FAMU was a good time if you've never been. Yeah, ball peanuts. You never had a ball peanut? Yeah, I like to see our offensive line, Kevin, play much better, bro. We got some big recruits coming in, that should help us out. But I agree with you. I like to see our offensive line play better. I was a little disappointed how they went down the stretch. Yep, Mickey Joes. Yeah, they good, bro. We honestly we were supposed to do it today. He said he was gonna read on the day. I don't know. He probably do it tomorrow though in the morning. The dude been quiet since the orange blossom. Which one? Who been quiet? I remember the last time. Y'all had Dooley, the dude from Henderson State, and said was y'all last three. And it, like you said, it was very public. It was extremely public. I had never seen a coaching vacancy that public to where they was putting out like they came met with some of the I guess some of the alumni and all that was out. I'm like the press conference. I'm like I had never seen nothing like that. But they probably hadn't started doing an extremely deep search just yet. But maybe they have. A good AD will. He'll reach out and start. Before I fire coach, if I'm an AD, I'm already AD. You'll tell you, I say go get Chinnisberry. Oh, it's my Earl. That's my Earl, yeah. Earl be on Twitter. I talk with Earl a lot on Twitter. But Earl took care of me down there at old Brad off Prairie Street. Alcorn hasn't been recruiting well lately in Louisiana. Yeah, I think we missed on a few. We had one end of the portal today from Louisiana that we had. He didn't pan out too well with us this year. But yeah, which games y'all going to tomorrow? Who gonna be attending some games? Who gonna be out there? Man, I see it all the time. It'd have been tough. H0 still got another year though. H0 has another year, so things ain't bad as they seem. We're a really young team. We just got to fix some things. I think get more creative and open things up a little bit. We could be all right. Y'all gotta tell him when he get back on here. Me and my girl going to. I know you gonna be there, dog. I know you gonna be there. Hey, I gotta tell y'all a story about him. I'm talking to this man, Telgen. Look, before the Alcorn game, now I'm in front of Southern student section, right? but I could just came out of Alcorn locker room, and it Southern's. I mean, the visitor team's locker room is up under like the student section in Southern Stadium. So I come out of the locker room, I walk through the little gate right there, and I turn around. There's the band on this side, and the student section here. I'm standing like in the middle of the band. Well, no, I'm standing right in front of the student section, but the band is to my right. So I'm standing there. Of course, I go to trolling. Hey y'all doing? Y'all know y'all finna get beat. You know what I'm saying? So I talked to touching them a little bit, but I'm really talking to the fans. But good thing, so the police walk up to me, right? The police walk up to me like, man, cut it out. Go to your side. Go to your side. Go to your side. Go to your side. So I tell the police, no, I'm talking to my boy. Tell him right here, man. It's my guy. I grew up with him. I've been knowing him. He was like, all right, well, go ahead, man. So you can stay right here. So he got me out of trouble because I showed tunting their fans. And I was watching Fred, our coach standing there laughing at me while I'm tunting their fans, waving at them. Y'all know y'all about to get beat. And the police come over there trying to make me to go to the other side. I blamed it on you, Taylor. So you kept me out of trouble because I showed blamed it on you. No, I'm talking to them. I was like, no, I'm talking to them right there. No, man, I'm talking. This is my boy. I grew up in. Like, oh, I thought you was. He was like, man, I thought you was teasing their fans. I'm like, no, they're my boys right there. I'm talking to them. As soon as the police walk back a little bit, I'll start back waving at the student section. All right, forget y'all. We about to beat y'all. So you kept me out of trouble. I ain't lying. Monroe, Louisiana. You had 4 kills out of my hometown, Monroe. Okay. Distraction comedian Gump. Yeah. It was live in there. I ain't lying. It was live. Woo! It was live. I was talking that talk pregame. Ooh, I was talking that talk. I came all across the field talking that talk. I was talking that talk pregame, dog. I ain't lying. Y'all had me pumped up. He gone, G. But make sure y'all, like I said, man, get with me. Send it to me, bro. Send it to me. We'll see what we can do. But if y'all ain't got nothing else, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm holler at y'all. Y'all be easy. Make sure y'all like the stream. Subscribe to the channel. Y'all hard-headed, bro. Hey, I actually stayed, and I'm like, they call me a black pastor because I always say I ain't gonna be on here long. Well, I'm finna go and I never shut up. But I stayed in the game with Southern fans after they beat us until they cut the lights off in the stadium. I made sure my players was good after we lost. I adapted everything. I stepped out of coach, and I went straight to Southern side. Man, it was tough, but I stayed. Y'all know I had to stay. Yeah, I think we gonna get buried. I think that'd be smart to get buried a shot, bro. He been in the SWAC. He know the SWAC landscape. Yeah, I think he's a good coach. He doing real good at Benedict. One thing you know with Barry, the offensive line at UFPB gonna be good. Wherever Barry go, a good offensive line follow. Barry one of the best offensive line coaches in the nation, honestly. He at Benedict College. I think UFPB need to interview him, get him down to UFPB. In my opinion, it'll be a good look. But they may have some up their sleeve. But for the last time, like the stream, share the stream. I'm finna get out of here. Y'all hit me up. Let me know where y'all going tomorrow. We're taking over Montgomery tomorrow. Nah, was you at the Southern game? Because ain't nobody. Shout out to Miss Frida. I think that's her name. She hollered at me. Nah, I said they taking over Montgomery. I hear you. That's 2 riders I know gonna be there. Big 35 gonna be there. Same seat on the Bluff. I know. I already know you gonna be at Mr. Ed. That's gonna be a good one though. Make sure y'all go to check out AnthonyLawrenceCollection.com for all your gear. I don't just say that for my health, man. Go in there, check out for the gear. They got the best apparel. You can actually wash his stuff. Okay, my boy Keith, and Keith is a swag grad. You know, he cut his teeth in the swag. So support our people, support the swag people. And follow him on IG, the new HBCU flavor. He just came out with these. We got Southern, Grambling, Jack State, and Alcorn, some hockey jerseys. You can go on there and pre-order them now. They look good, but go ahead and do that. I'm about to get out of here. But it ain't the last time. My boy, shout out to my boy Antonio. Shout out to that's an Alcornite. A real Alcornite. Everybody ain't Alcorn. You know what I'm saying? That's a real Alcornite right there. Shout out to my guy. Shout out to my dad for support. Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all become a member of the channel. If anybody need help becoming a member of the channel, inbox me and let me know because I got something I'm doing in the morning. Go to his IG. They on his IG. And on his Facebook too. Go to swacnafool Facebook for sure. I shared it on my page on swacnafool, the Facebook page. Go on there, I shared it. Yeah, he got FAMU. He got FAMU in the hockey jerseys too. Grambling, Texas. You must be in Houston. I think Grambling, Texas will be good. I think it'll be a good game. Like I said, McKinney keep his job. If he can go to his AD and say I beat Grambling, Alcorn, and Southern in 1 year, it's hard to fire him. Hard to get rid of him. But I think his contract up, so we won't have to fire him. But it'll be tough. Unless they got somebody in mind that's gonna replace him. So unless they got somebody in mind that's gonna replace him, it's gonna be tough to get rid of him. But yeah, I said I was finna be gone 15 minutes ago. I'm gone. Y'all holler at me. It's your boy GSP. You know where it's come from, what's in the forecast. Oh, well, every time I say I forget, I get another comment. Yeah, I can't. It's supposed to be chilly, so bring your jackets tomorrow. I don't think it's gonna rain. Antonio. I don't think it's gonna rain, but I think it's gonna get a little chilly. I just want us to have a blowout victory. I need one. Give me one blowout, dominating victory for the year, finish this year off strong, and get into the offseason. And let's fix where our holes at, and go from there. That could be all right. Okay, somebody listening, because somebody just can't follow me on the Swac'N the Fool Instagram. So somebody listening. So I need the rest of y'all to go follow me on the Swac'N the Fool Instagram, the Twitter page, and Facebook, and all that good stuff. Somebody listening. Shout out to him. Jonathan Braxton is his name. Shout out. But again, become a member of the channel. If you have any trouble becoming a member of the channel, hit me up. I'm gonna let y'all know how to do it. I'm hearing one of the assistants saying wants a TSU job. That could be interesting. TSU is a job that, it's gonna get some interesting candidates just because of its location and where it's at. A lot of people probably feel like they put some, and they had the money. So a lot of people feel like they get the right coaching there, or they bring in the right staff, they can make something big out of Texas Southern. They say, "Can I go out with the theme song?" Man, y'all know I don't mind. I don't mind being a fool.
Track, man.
That's it. That's all I'm offering. Sitting in the house, I'm loading up the pump. I'm loading up the Uzi. I got a couple M16s, a couple 9s. I got a couple joints with some silencers on. I'm just loading up clips, a couple grenades. Got a missile launcher with a couple, missiles. I'm ready for war.
Hacking a fool on Swac'N a fool. That's how we do on Swac'N a fool.
Serving the news, giving out all the tea.
It's real. Hacking a fool on Swac'N a fool. That's how we do on Swac'N a fool.
Serving the news, giving all the tea.
A straight fool, yeah, you know how we act. Real news coming straight from the swag. Every week giving y'all the tea. Yeah, John and G. Tell your peeps tune into the real. Then the news ain't real. Sit back, chillin', let's get cool. It's time to watch that Swac'N a fool.
And we officially here. Another episode, another week. We got J-Max, we got GSPN, we got Al. So grab your shakers, grab your jerseys, grab your towels. Shout out to Dylan the Crazy Man on the track. We got Joe on the track. Hey, Jackson State, Grambling State, Alcorn State, Alabama A&M, Alabama State, Prairie A&M, Mississippi Valley, Texas, Southern Arkansas, Pine Bluff, Florida A&M, Bethune-Cookman. And don't think I ain't forget. We won't. I say, go. Shout out to the mighty Jaguars, man. We back. Swac'N the fool. We still swacking and acting. We swacking and we acting, yeah.
Yeah, that's it for me, man. Hit me up. I'm finna be up all night. Anybody got any questions about becoming a member? Hit me up. Instagram inbox, Twitter inbox, Facebook inbox. Your boy, I'm out.